want you to do is just notice how you feel different. And everybody go ahead and come on back. So, what did you guys notice? Throw out something.
Became very calm, I think.
Good. What else? Relaxed, yeah. So what typically goes on, the breathing slows, the face relaxes, blood pressure drops, the mind becomes clear and focused, peaceful, calm. This is the very top of the void that you guys just experienced. So here's the technique. It's very simple. It's deceptively simple. It's deceptively simple because it's so powerful. So if we had time, I'd actually take you through the process of going through this with a problem. So what I suggest is that you go home and experiment with this, with something small. Pick a conflict, like something that's on your mind, something you're worried about, something, a conflict that you have with a person, whatever it happens to be. Take it and think about it. Bring it to mind, and for those of you who have notes, to take notes, you can ask yourself, you can write these questions down if you want. You can ask yourself 4 questions to bring this up. Almost done. You can ask yourself 4 questions to create the solidity of what the problem is in your mind. So the first question is, what is it? The second question is, what is it not? And you just ask these questions and consider the question surrounding whatever the problem is. So if you're worried about money, say, what is it? What is it not? How is it a problem? Question number 3. So what is it? What is it not? How is it a problem? And number 4 is, how do you know? So when you ask those 4 questions, it will bring the problem up in your mind. That will give you a full experience of the problem. You'll be totally in it. At that point, you then go into this state. Go into Hakulau. Go down into that state. Usually takes 5 minutes. 3 to 5 minutes in my experience. You'll find yourself naturally breathing easier, calmer. If you find yourself getting caught back up in the problem, just go back into the state. Expand your awareness. Keep breathing. Keep in that calm place. And what will happen, I have to encourage you, go and experiment with this. Experiment with it. Experience it. Because you will be absolutely amazed that the problem will seem to disappear. Now, I don't mean that the situation necessarily will change outside, although sometimes it does. What I mean is that your perception of it being a problem will change. And when we talked about the idea that our thoughts create our reality. So if you see it as something that is a problem, well, it is. It is a problem. It's going to be a problem. But if you can get to that place where you can let that go, and you can let go of the negative charge that you have on whatever it is, in that moment, in 3 to 5 minutes of letting go of that block, whatever it is. So let me give you some examples. Well, some things, I want to tie this in really fast, is specifically with Tantra. Has anybody ever experienced that as you get closer to someone that maybe sometimes your stuff can come up? No, none of you guys, I'm sure, have ever experienced that. That as you create intimacy, right, that's vulnerable. That's opening yourself up. And sometimes we have blocks. Sometimes we have black bags that come up. This is a process of how you can get rid of them. This is how you can let go of those. So as you walk down a tantric path, or begin down a tantric path, or whatever path you're on, there are things that are going to come up. Challenges that we all have every day in life. And whatever those are, those beliefs about yourself, beliefs about the world that may be limiting you, that may be limiting the fullest expression of yourself, you identify it, ask those 4 questions, go into this state, and your higher self will take over. Because what are you doing at that point? You're dropping down to the bottom of the unconscious and allowing the higher self to bring light and love and energy and truth to those illusions. Cool? Yeah, question, Daryl.
Number 3 again, please.
Number 3 is, how is it a problem?
Thank you.
Okay. And, I will say, occasionally, if it's a big problem, it may take more than once. You may have to go through it more than once. And I mean more than once in the moment. Because you can deal with it until it's gone. I just mean, like, you may go through it and then come back out of it and then check and see if there may be a little bit of negative charge left. Do it again. I've never had it take more than 3-4 times, ever. And I don't mean just for me, I mean for anybody. And I've worked with this with some big stuff that people have. So, thank you all. Thank you all for coming. And hope you guys got some good information.